so that they can take us through the remaining session. We shall come in after for the speeches and closing ceremony. Thank you so much, Roger and your team. Here you are.
Okay. I want all of you to stand up. Stand up and stretch. Stand up. Hey, are you? The final round. Just to remind the participants, we have a very rigorous tool for our adjudication. We have marks for the report. We have looked at the report and scored marks 25. We have marks for the physical visit there. That physical visit has 50 marks. There, the adjudicators have scored. Now we have the final 25 marks here. So make sure that you win. Is that okay? Now, don't waste a lot of time. We are going to give you 5 minutes, but you can even do it in 3 minutes. What we are doing is that final nail that you are going to make sure that these adjudicators, they say that really you are knowing what you are saying. So what you are going to be doing is called an elevator pitch. Is that okay? Okay, so just go straight to the point. Tell us about the problem. Tell us about the solution. Let us have a brief demo video on stage, and then you'll be able to conclude with your remarks. So the adjudicators can give you these final marks. So if everyone is ready, let us first put our hands together, make them warm. Okay? We are going to first clap for our adjudicators. They have been standing since morning. So we are going to do a 3 factorial. Do you know what called 3 factorial? Okay. 1, 2, 3, we go. Okay, you can sit down. Now, in this order, I want to see Arua Public Access, only 2. We need only 2 presenters. Don't bring the whole village to the stage. Only 2. Pick the best 2. The union actually invited 2 students per school. So where is Arua Public Access? Please stand up. You go in front. I'm going to request some chairs. Madam Abako, help me take some chairs there. Okay, they're already there. Okay. So I want the next school, which is Bishop Tarantino. Please, you go and sit there. Bishop Tarantino. So when you see your school, the school leaving the chair, the next school goes and sits. You don't wait for us to call you. So after Bishop Tarantino, once Bishop Tarantino goes to stage, Leader Town College should be there. By the time they are 5 minutes in, we should see a pair there. Okay? Then we have a UCSS will follow. Is that clear? Okay, so I hope you have done enough rehearsal and you are able to do a very good pitch that is going to help us. So at this time, we are going to have, I think we should be starting. The adjudicators, are we ready? We should be starting. And I'm going to request Mr. Katende, please help me be the custodian of this microphone up there, because I may not be able to be jumping up and down. They will be leaving the microphone with you, and then you give the next level.
The chief guest, panel of adjudicators, the OOPS 2 officials, and ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Yeah, my name is Kenny Gilbert, and I come from Arua Public. My partner called Lucky Ben. We are going to our project from scrap to sound, which has by our Miss Pam Angudeyo. Our project is Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, most youths in our like they lack skills and knowledge under the physics department able to recycle that knowledge. So like projects, we have seen that they recycle those the materials that have been discarded in the place that pollute the environment. They have failed to really recycle materials, and there is a lack of that really train youth to be able to feel and knowledge on how to recycle, how to recycle electronic materials. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we can be able to, we shall be able to come up with that are able to really live into this young youth, be able to come up with new that can be able to sustain their lifestyle, that they really live life. And then coming to the innovation, ladies and gentlemen, our radio that we from these scraps come up like with a double that is our radio, like in it's there, they don't, the radios that are there in the market only one charging system, but look at our radio that we, ladies and gentlemen, it has an alternative charging system, can be able to be charged whenever the charger gets spoiled. It can be able to use the other alternative charger. When basement stability, which to like the radio is able to sit, but those ones in the market, plastics, which they can be lose stability and they can break. Our radio really is majorly of the phone battery, which can which really lasts for than those ones in the market. As ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take you through the next slide, which is the demo video. Thank you so much. Lucky Ben takes us on it.
Thank you very much. Keep a bit of time. I observe the protocol. My name is Lucky Ben, taking us through the demo video. Here, this is our entry that we use for the connections, and here we are connecting the positive terminal of the entry, which is the battery system, to the positive wire of the battery. Here we are going with it. And here comes the charging system. We are connecting it, the positive one to the negative one, to the positive one to the positive terminal of the battery. Here we are setting it using a seal top to prevent short circuit. We are fixing the engine into the engine box. We are screwing it using a screw. Yeah, here we are fixing the engine to the motherboard. This is screwing process of the boards to make stability and make it not to lose whenever it falls. Yeah, thank you.
I would like to convey my sincere thanks to the organizing team, the Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union, on their tireless efforts for making us here today. Good afternoon. This is Bishop Tarantino College. My name is Saluma Evelyn.
And my name is Amolo Cinderella.
In our community in Everywhere, we have a school for the disabled, St. Mary Goretti Inclusive Schools. And in that school, we have encountered a number of blind people who always face daily challenges in movement. Whenever they want to move, to make any movement, they need people to be directing them because they cannot move alone. You know, when you're blind, they can be walking like this, they knock themselves with obstacles, they are getting accidents. In our community, we have the traditional walking cane that people normally use, and it has no sensor that detects an obstacles. So when a blind person is walking, it can only detect an object when it's in direct contact to the traditional walking cane that people normally use.
The cane we have made right now is made up of the ground body is the wood. We have the plastic materials attached to it. The plastic materials there on the top part is the handle, and then we have the housing for the components. Inside there, we have the components that we are. I can take it for the demonstration. This is the handle I'm talking about, which is made of plastic, and this is what is holding the components, which is the wood. Coming down here, this is the reflector, which works on the principle of reflection of light. It says when light falls on a shiny surface, it reflects, meaning that when the blind person is moving, let's say in the dark, then light strikes the surface of the reflector, it is able to reflect, indicating that there is someone that needs protection, there is someone that needs to live way for. And then, coming down here, this is the housing for the components. Inside here, we have the components that we have the Arduino board, which we have used to program our system, making it to be able to detect the obstacles. We have the soldering board inside there, which we have used it to connect to the Arduino and then the buzzers. And then here, we have the 9-volt, 9-rechargeable battery that lasts for about a month from the time you have started use. And then coming down, we have the jumper wires that is transmitting. This is helping us to connect those components from here, coming downwards here. And then here we have the sensors that is able to detect the obstacles about 60 centimeters beyond contact. In that when the blind person is moving, and it meets an obstacle, it detects and then it makes sound, meaning that that person needs to turn and face the direction that there is no sound being made, and automatically it shows that way is clear. And then down we have another sensor that also detects the obstacle that is about 30 centimeters. You can see, if my legs are down, it is not able to detect, but as I raise like this, it beeps. Besides this, you have the switch that it is breaking and completing this for it to detect. That's the physics principles. One of it is that it applies the principles of reflection of light, which I just talked about it, and then it has sound wave, in that the sensor is able to detect, and then the sound is being produced from the buzzer. And then also, we have optics.
Our working cane. Thank you so much. 4 cane, and in it has the handle being connected to the wall stick, to the wall cane, and here is the housing. In this housing, it contains the dry cells that is able to empower all the connections we have here, and here's the dry cell. In this housing, we also have the Arduino Uno, we have the buzzer, we have the sensor is that this side down, and this is the tweet.
These are some of the problems we viewed before making our project. First of all, there is communication barrier. Rila is now becoming a big city, but when people come from various places to come here, the first problem they face is communication barrier. And during that course is, okay, the problem most of them face is communicating between us. Actually, in the main market there, you go and you find a native who speaks Leblanc only, and a foreigner who speaks English. And there are difficulties in their communication. The friend talks in Leblanc and the other cannot understand it. So our project helps them to translate Leblanc to English. This makes their communication easy. Let my friend go on with it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chiapahan Ras. As I mentioned earlier, before you're here, we have an AI model developed to translate Leblanc to English. As you can see, we have a solution. Let's say we are developing a Leblanc digital portal stroke an AI translator. So we have developed an AI translator that translates Leblanc to English. What are we talking about here? We have developed an AI model. Developing an AI model is different from using an AI model. Here, we are training the AI using something called the machine learning. We're doing machine learning here. And what we're using to train our AI, we're using neural networks. Neural networks are computer programs that allow computers to stimulate the human brain and function as the human brain. Assuming we have got someone here and they want he or she to learn Leblanc, we would tell them that if you say Copangon in Leblanc, it means like, what is the matter? So we use that same ideology and we collect those data sets, we give it to the AI model, we train it so that it can learn the pattern in the language. And as you can see in our solutions, we have developed the first open source Leblanc open dictionary. If you go online, you will never find an open source Leblanc open dictionary. It's not anywhere. So we are the first people like to come up with an open source Leblanc dictionary containing about 1,000 Leblanc words translated to English with verbs, pronouns, adjectives, just everything. So as you can see, this is our model. This is a web application, a web app that we have developed. In it, we have our own page. The home page is is where we have put like all those information. Our first page, welcoming page, and in our second page, that's the home page. We have the translator page. We have our translator. We're using the API. API is application programming interface to call the model to translate what you have said here. Assuming you say Copangon, it will translate it to English. And in a dictionary, we have our dictionary. English to Leblanc, we have about 3,000 words. And Leblanc to English, we have about 4,000 words, making a total of about 800 sentences and words. In the contribute page there, we are calling for the community, the cultural leaders to help us, like in training our model. We're calling for your support. As you can see, all of you can help us improve our project by just going to the contribute page, Leblanc sentence, using
our database. That database, we can download it and use that data set to train our model. So, as for now, you can all do it. And by the way, in the next 2 months, we shall be paying people who will contribute. If you contribute a sentence in Lebanon and the English word of it, you get 50 shillings. So students, that's an opportunity for you. The money is there. We have the money. And we're going to give you. Thank you.
Next.
Yes, thank you so much. The UPSTU officials, everyone here, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. In front of you are the students of Orange Secondary School, located in Navy District, and we have come up with the project, particularly in physics as our subject area, and the title being Designing Energy Efficient Charcoal Stove. We have come up with this project, and I was not alone. My name is Jalal Hamon, and he is So these are the future engineers and scientists of today. So before coming up with this project, we did our investigation. We moved around the community. We moved around towns. We got that most of the people here, including you cannot afford using modern sources of energy for cooking, such as electricity, gases, among others. Therefore, we thought it wise. As you know, this curriculum is not all about sitting on things. You apply what on your head onto your hand. So we came up with this project here, and one of the problems that we faced, that we were facing in the community and towns as well, was that people are selling less efficient stoves, of which their stoves, they lack many features that for us we have invented. So our charcoal stove can use a small amount of charcoal by producing more energy, therefore making it very sustainable and eco-friendly. Another problem was people are cutting a lot of trees today in the name of charcoal. Therefore, if people are crying that climate change, global warming, climate change, will health effects. So, if you are not part of the problem, be part of the solution. So, we have become part of the solution by providing more efficient and eco-friendly stove. What makes our project here different from others? When you move to very towns, cities or villages, you'll find that people, they're using large stoves made of metals and no mathematics in them. But ours here, we have come up with the stove made of gravel, stones, using the knowledge of physics, stones and gravel heat. So that is why we decided to use stones and gravels. Then if you look at the inside wall of our stove, you'll find that it is painted black. Many people today, they just design their stove in any way. So for us, we have come up with a black painting inside it to absorb the radiant heat. I think that is physics. So the product, we have also mixed dry grass with the soil uniformly in order to make it more compact, hence increasing the lifespan of the stove. So I would like to stop there by taking you through the video, because in Uganda we did the evidence. The video is there. That is how we come up. We came up, of course, with the project. You can see these people, they started fixing. They fixed everything. Can you take us to another video? Because we have another video also. Yes. After making everything, we started fixing stones into. You can see the stones inside. You can see the stones with the grass. They are all looking very well. So, in conclusion, I would like to request that we create more awareness to people. We educate people about the best energy sources to use. I speak this for God and my country. Thanks.
Following all the protocols observed, good afternoon. Before you hear, my name is called Amanda, and I'm
Hello, Quinto, Senior 6 Summer.
So we are students from Lawrence Secondary School, Northern Region. So we have come up with a project which is enhanced security through cross-border development, and this is the. So coming up with this project, we are seeing in our community there are really cases of insecurity, and we know in our communities, in our local communities, security is always paramount, and everyone would love to stay in a place which has security. So we have come up with this product to help in those institutions like the schools, the banks, the markets, and even some homes would like to have this gadget to keep their own security, which is good. So we have come up with this product to help them to improve and to create more effectiveness in promoting security in our society. In this crossbow, we can see that it is very unique from the other old models of the bow. Someone may say that we used to have the bows, but this one is unique. In what way? We have the mechanical drones mechanism, which is in this string, which is used for cocking, and the locking mechanism, of which when you pull this string up to this point, it is locked before you press the trigger. Then the string will be released to push the bolt, and then it will go.
So the uniqueness of the crossbow has made the demand of the crossbow to be very high in the community, and even the production of the crossbow is continuous. So we can take you to the video demo. As you are talking, you step on this stand, and then you pull the string, then you put it onto this button. After you hit the button, the string will be having a lasting potential energy. So it's the help of the trigger, it will release the button, and then it will make this string to go and hit this bolt that we put it here. We use the bolt, but some people call it the bullet. For us, we give there. So you just make your eye align with this ball for proper targeting. Then you look at your target, pressing this string will release this button, and then the string will now hit the ball, and then the ball just goes just like this.
So as you've seen, it has a lot of force, which means the thing is real. By the way, this is not just a prototype, it's a real product and it's a working one. So if anyone needs, it can also make an order because many other people are already on demand. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Apollo Stephen.
Marvin Trust.
We are students from Komboni College. Today we bring you an existing technology known as an automated traffic light system. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. Our problem statement. Why did we come up with this existing technology, yet we know that it is already existing? We found out that Uganda they are bringing up new cities. For example, we have got a little city that was brought some years back, Bulu, Arua, but right now they do not have. We have to know that there is a risk of many challenges. For example, we as the Komboni College Robotic Lab members, we made our research and found out that in Uganda today, many cities, for example, we are Bulu, Arua, do not have the traffic light. So therefore, when a place is now already called a city, it means that there will be a lot of job employment opportunities that are in the cities. So therefore, this leads to the attraction of people from the rural areas coming to the cities in need for jobs. So therefore, if there is attraction of people from the rural areas coming to the cities in need for jobs, it means that there will be an increase in the population. So if there is an increase in population, there is now where our challenges comes in. First of all, we have got risk of accidents because there will be people from villages who ride carelessly or drive carelessly on roads, leading to a lot of accidents. Hence, loss of lives, please. Next, we have got job insecurity. In what way? When there's a lot of traffic congestion in streets, when there are a lot of motors on streets, it makes a person reaching his or her workplace too late. And if a person reaches his or her workplace too late, the person is suspended from work because the manager or the owner of the institution needs him or her in time, not on time, please. Another one, school dropout, please. School dropout, we are going to minimize it by the use of our technology because it's one of the biggest challenges. If a child reaches in school and is victimized or rise and above times, that child will lose the morale of going to school. And when the child then loses the morale of going to school, automatically leads to school dropout. There, ladies and gentlemen, we want to solve those three main challenges by the use of the traffic light. Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are going to minimize traffic congestions leading to smart city. We want our northern cities to be very smart, well organized through the use of lights. We want also children to continue with their academics as usual by the use of traffic lights that we are going to put it near their schools if we are granted the opportunities. So that will minimize the rate of school dropout. Ladies and gentlemen, what are some of the uniqueness in innovation and uniqueness in our project? Our innovation and uniqueness, it will come in our future prospect because our project is still at a prototype level, and a prototype level simply means that something is still undergoing development. We want to include car sensors that senses the motion, that senses the cars that are coming about, and if it senses the cars that are coming about, it will regulate and it will start automatically. Allow me to take you through how it works.
Ladies and gentlemen, how does the system work? An automated traffic light works by a time program system where the drive cells are used to drive the system, and it is used of the wires. It is used of the wires and the circuit that helps to control the Arduino board that acts as the brain of the system. And when Arduino board acts as the brain of the system, that means it commands all the light loads of the system. Where we as program the Arduino board of the time system to be at interval of 10 seconds. And in this case, when it is and it also says for an interval of 10 seconds, and then lastly it shows rate of interval of 10 seconds. Then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be the prospect for this program.
Chief guests, adjudicators, ladies and gentlemen, and you, my dear students, good evening. My name is Kamar Jonathan. I'm a student of Jubilee 2000 SS Karenga from Karenga District, Karamoja Region.
I'm by the name of Ochen Richard from Jubilee 2000 SS Karenga in Karenga District, Moja Region.
Actually, in particularly, I come from Kotigo District, and our project is going to base, most of our discussion is going to base in that particular district. As you can see, our project problem states that, our problem statement is that in urban areas in Karamoja, access to safe and soft water is a big challenge. As I said earlier on, I cannot just maybe say that I've betrayed my own district, but it's the fact that if you reach to consider, even right now when we are talking like this, if you reach there, you find that the dams that have been constructed by government, people have turned those dams for connecting water for domestic use. You find that the women are connecting water from there, the men are bathing from there. I'm not lying. If you go there right now, you'll witness. So we came up with a simple project that cannot cost a lot of money, but it is only a small materials. So it does not cost a lot. So using locally available materials to reduce waterborne diseases like cholera. But of course, when they use that water, there is so much spread of waterborne diseases such as cholera, typhoid, and bilharzia. So we came up with this project at least to reduce that rate of spread of those diseases. You find that after all this session, we shall go and introduce this project in various places in Karamoja, so that they also have good life and health. You can take me to the other slide of innovation and uniqueness. When you see this innovation and uniqueness, what is so different in this project? Because now, if you see, there is ability to transform that is smelling water into safe drinkable water. But of course, in all that process of filtering water, or filtering water from that is to clean, the outcome really is safe water. Even if it is not safe water, but at least it cannot be compared to what they get straight from the dam and use it for cooking and for drinking. Therefore, by doing that, you would have at least solved some problem than leaving things to be like that, people suffering in diseases. So, using locally available materials to reduce waterborne diseases like cholera that was mentioned, increasing accessibility to clean water in rural and impoverished communities. In Karamoja is mostly shouted about poverty. That's why you get great poverty, but it's not of intention, but sometimes it's ignorance of our people. You find that women and men from home go away and leave garden work, go to some rivers, at least make some wall where there is sand, and leave for some time water to filter there. You find that doing all that every day, you find that garden work is not there. And at the end of the year, no harvest growth. Then that is poverty. So at this particular time, allow me to give my friend for more discussions to you. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. I'm going to take you through where my brother ended. In our project here, as you are seeing, what are there in these buckets you are seeing? In the first bucket here, we are having layers of different carbons and of different materials. Like in this first bucket, the blue one, we have, let me start describing from down. We have the downer layer as gravels of larger size. After that one, we have the gravels of medium size. Immediately after that, after the medium size, we have the sand. After sand, we have the gravels, the same size, larger size like the one down there. Now you go to the second bucket. You find the first layer down there is a medium size gravels. Then after that, we have the charcoal.
Thank you so much.
My name is Upio Jonathan, student of Lao College, and my core is called Ayepanathan. Now, let's begin. Maybe you alert me when I begin. My name is Upio Jonathan, and my friend is Ayepanathan, student from Lao College. We have come nourishing, shaving, and then skin protector cream. Now, as you can see, here we are having the material and then the production, and then the production process. Then the other side is the final product that we have come. That's the product of the nourishing shaving and skin protector cream, and then the rest. Now, the challenge that we have found is that in our community, we have people, both adults and youth, but we undergo through different stages, and we are initiated to another stage of life, from childhood to adulthood. And during this initiation, there are a lot of changes that take place in our body. For example, development of beards, hairs begins to grow under our armpits and around our genitals, which become undesirable. So we desire to shave them off. But then we realize that after shaving, there's a lot of inflammation, bruises, and a lot of discomfort and pain, which is caused to the one who has shaved. Therefore, bringing discomfort and isolation, and the rest that you can mention. Now, we have seen that it is affecting mostly youth. So we have come up with the solution. Then this forced us to do several research, and we asked people, and we realized that they were using lemon, and then the aloe vera gel, turmeric, and then honey, unknowingly that these plants are the medicinal property. This forced us to do a lot of research and found that these medicinal plants, they are having the antibacterial, anti-inflammatories, and then the antiviral properties. Then that prompted us now to come up with the product. Now, the raw material that we use, the scientific concept we use is a saponification, mixing an ester with a weak alkali to produce a cream. After producing a cream, we medicate it, and then it gives us the nourishing shaving and then skin protector cream. I would like to invite my friend to continue from there.
As you have heard from my friend, the process of us coming out with the nourishing shaving cream, we have our products there, and the materials with which we use, we have the materials that we use to make the cream, where we add lye, potassium hydroxide, and then salt. Salt was just used to increase the precipitation, but in the process use first the mixture of lye and fats to come up with the cream, and to increase you add the salt, and then you keep on stirring until it forms a cream. So salt is just used to increase. And then the other materials which were medicinal materials, we have aloe vera, which has a compound called achimanan, which is used. Achimanan has the anti-inflammatory property, wound healing property, and nourishing property. So, which we were interested to solve the problem in our skin. And then the last one, we have the final product, which is nourishing shaving cream, which you can apply just smoothly on the beard when you want to shave, and then you just shave it without. Maybe it reduces the risk of getting injured by the blades. So that's our product, nourishing shaving cream.
We're also planning to teach other learners, since we realize that the mostly affected people are the students. We are planning to teach them. We are also planning to produce the nourishing shaving materials we have used, just as you can see. We can even as well use them in the kitchen. Then that means it is very safe for our skin. So we are also advocating if there are several bodies that can come in place and help us, so that we help our young people who are suffering and isolating them, so preventing them from studying. I would like them to come in and help us in this dire moment. We'd like to stop here. Thank you.
Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Chaba Secondary School with a project of construction and design of a solar dryer. And then my name is Amutenda Victor and my colleague is
Philip Sampe.
To the next slide, please. So, the reason why we decided to come with this project is that, first of all, agricultural products should be kept, especially from the time of harvest up to the time that they are going to be consumed with their food nutrients in them. Why should we mind about that in agriculture? Agriculture is the backbone of Uganda, and anything that touches agriculture directly touches the livelihood of the people. So it is important that anything that touches farmers, we have to take priority of that. So most farmers use traditional methods. In post-harvest handling, which are not efficient. So the next is that these traditional methods of drying, they are proven, and we all know that they reduce the quality of our foods. Therefore, a reliable, efficient, and cost-effective solar dryer offers the best solution. In the solution and uniqueness, our products provide farmers with harvest management solutions, like I told you in the first place. And then it maintains the quality and hygiene of fruits and vegetables. This protects us from a lot of health associated with taking things which are not clean. Next is that it avails people with these fruits any time of the season. We know that sometimes these fruits are seasonal. During dry season, we don't have mangoes, but our project offers us that even up to the time that we don't have them. And the uniqueness is that it incorporates the use of the thermostat. A thermostat helps in temperature regulation. So when temperature is above the optimum, the fan inside that we have incorporated, it starts working automatically. It does not need you to be there to do close monitoring. Everything is automated. We have the air vents for free air circulation, and then the plain glass which is tilted at 15 degrees. This 15 degrees is meant like that, not to reach 40 degrees, which is the critical angle of a mirror. If it exceeds 40, total internal reflection occurs, meaning that light from the sun is reflected back. That is why it is tilted. And it also has a black body to maximize the heat which is absorbed from the sun. This is the demo video. I would like to, this one is the design. This one we have now placed what we are going to dry inside. So from here, this is the black cover made of, this cover, the front cover is made of glass. That is the black body inside. And then You see that in the design there is a wire mesh where you place your things inside. And again, when you see that outer cover, it is a bad conductor of heat, so it does not lose heat, but it temperature was above. As you can see, the fan is working. You can see it is spinning. Thank you so much.
Roger, can you give us the next? Can we all go through that list and know where we belong? Go to the next page also. Is it the last page? So please mark who you're following so that we save time. I think we are doing a drawing.
The protocol observed. My name is Otin Gabriel, and I'm called Amos Mark. We are from Aduari Secondary School. We are presenting to you an hydraulic excavator. A hydraulic excavator is a machine that is operated with fluid under pressure. I would like you to show for them a video clip. So, this excavator here, we have used the concept in physics of, the concept in physics of pressure, which said from the pressure is transmitted equally throughout the fluid. When you exert pressure from the piston plunger through the barrel to the piston installed on the body of the excavator, making it to move. The problems which this excavator can solve. Some of the problems which is the experience in the commodes, which can hinder movement of people from one place to another. But this excavator, through the process of extraction of metal, helping in construction of roads, will help in improving the transport system. The next one is there is difficulties in farming in dry season. No, anything is the dry season, the land is always dry and farmers do not cultivate. But now we have come up with an hydraulic excavator, which will be used for construction of dams, and the dams will contain water. After, the water can be used for irrigation in dry season, improving the agricultural production even in dry season. No, this one will help to improve life standards of farmers even in dry seasons. Okay, I would like to request my friend to take you through the future perspectives. Yes, my friend. Our future perspective on this excavator is that we are going to work hand in hand with our teachers to come up with the chain wheels of the excavator and building its balcony. You know, as a balcony, this will help to, actually when you will be operating the excavator, the balcony will be used as a point of sight. Not that for you to see at the point you are working at, you will be standing, the balcony will be protecting you. You stand like this, you see how it is working, you get back, where you have seen mistakes, you get back to the excavator and you start operating it and you improve on where those mistakes are. And another knowledge that we have used also, which is the knowledge of maths, that is measurements. It helps us to come up with the measurements of the body and other parts.
So much. This is Real Science in Action. The UPSTO officials around and the gallant students. My name is Ageno Road Caroline. My name is Lanier Eunice. We are from Molem Girls Senior Secondary School. Recently, one of the health challenges that we identified in our rural area and has become common is typhoid fever. So when we identified this problem, we went ahead to research on this. So research showed us that in most of the developing countries, especially where there is no modern sanitation, people drink unboiled water and eat unwarmed food, which causes typhoid fever, since this contains the bacterium Salmonella typhi, which stays in cold and dirty environment. According to the World Health Organization, we were also able to find out that in 2019, unestimated 9 million people contract typhoid fever, and this results into 110,000 deaths worldwide. So to overcome the challenge that we identified in our rural area being typhoid fever, we therefore came up with an idea of making an organic typhic herb for treating this disease. So, our organic typhic herb was made out of honey, lemon juice, and leaves of pawpaw, aloe vera plant, guava leaf, mango leaf, and the lemon leaf. So, these materials were used because they have got some bioactive compounds and antibacterial compounds that have shown promise in combating the bacterium Salmonella typhi responsible for typhoid fever. So our project clearly aligns with the theme of skills and innovation for sustainable living. What is unique with our project is that chemicals have not been used, since these are harmful against the body. And our herb also cures typhoid fever, whereas the processed medicine have failed to cure typhoid fever for so long. So I would like to welcome my colleague to take you through the video clip of this product. So thank you. I'm going to take you through the demo's video. So in that one in the jerrycan is a solution we have extracted from the boiled leaves. Then we have also honey there and also lemon juice. So we are going to mix this to obtain a typhic herb for treating typhoid fever. So in order to make 3 liters of this herb, we have to estimate 300 mils of honey and add into the solution. We also have to measure 250 mils of lemon juice and add into the solution.
In the second round, please. Okay, we have our public SS. Is that our public? Okay, you give each our public. Our public is going to be followed by Bishop Tarantino College. Bishop Tarantino College. And then Bishop Tarantino College, we have Leadertown College with Plastic Pave project. Please take note, I'm not going to repeat the order. This is Plastic Pave. Then we have Loro SS. with the fluid pressure. Is this? Then we have, so we have up to there. Then we shall have Arua Public SS, a community college, Adwari SS, and then Arua Public again. So let us be a bit fast. You don't need to finish your 5 minutes. Think you have made the point in 3 minutes. There is no problem. But make sure that you are very direct to the point, bring out the problem clearly, the solution, take us through the demo, and then we shall be done. So let us have Arua Public at this time.
The uniqueness and innovation in this project is the product which is here. This product uses natural repellents instead of synthetic repellents. These natural repellents are cyto, which are extracted from Cytopodium cypritas, which is the botanical name of lemongrass. Eco-friendly mosquito repellent candles which are biodegradable. It is a community-driven project which encourages local business. When we take our products and the other products which are outside the community, they don't contain the cyto, but our products are 2-in-1, which contain the cyto at the same time give life. Then lastly, blending of unique fragrancy for pleasant and effective mosquito repellency.
My name is Aita Desmond. Let me take us through how we came up with the product. First of all, we pounded the lemongrass using mop and pestle and poured it in the saucepan to boil together with the wax. We left it to boil until the bubbles disappear. This is done so that the cyto remains in the wax. Then we poured it into our molds after erecting the wicks using some sticks so that they remain in the middle. Then we left it to cool some minutes and to solidify and remove the candles. And this is how our product works. During respiration, human beings release carbon dioxide and lactic acid. After reducing this lactic acid, the mosquitoes are able to sense that there is a human being in the building. So, when the candle is lit and it burns, it produces cyto, which matches the smell of the carbon dioxide and lactic acid, making the mosquitoes unable to detect the presence of carbon dioxide and lactic acid released by the human beings. Hence, cannot bite and spread malaria. It also disrupts the smell receptors of the mosquitoes. Under our future prospects, we plan to scale this project in the future to solve the problem of malaria. Therefore, we request for support. We request for financial support to scale this project in future to chase malaria. With your support and voices behind us, we can chase malaria together. Thank you.
As the solution is concerned, now we came up with our project after us facing the challenges that as he has stated them out. Now with the poor plastic management is mostly done by us, all of us here. I could say we participate on the poor disposal of plastic. Like now you see that empty bottles, they are now, that one, the one has left and he has gone. He is now contaminating our environment and he's hurting our environment. That is the first example. Another one, people are, mostly brick makers, they normally cut down trees in order for them to find the firewood for them to burn their bricks. Then another thing is that people, they dig the land to get the soil for them to burn the bricks. And then that is also degradation, and it's also very bad for the land, because once the land is dug, there is nothing you can do to that land to make it good for crop production or any other thing else. Then we came up with the solution of making a plastic interlocking bricks and plastic pavers. Here are the steps taken to make the plastic interlocking bricks. So here we make them and we pour them in the mold. to pour them in the mud, and as you're seeing, the video, let me take you through the part which are not there. Now, during the time for making, we normally face some challenges like the smoke. Also, the smokes during the time for making, we experience some smoke that is so dangerous for our human health. Now we decided to make the lid for the drum, and on top of that lid, we created the hole and we put the pipe which carries the smoke from the burning point direct and go and cool in another water in the container. So we shall to help the human being not to be destroyed by the bad fumes from the plastics. Then another challenge we are facing, doing like this is very difficult. It's very difficult, as you can see. And we are lacking the machineries for us to make the final product like this one, and to make it like 1,000, 100 in a year, in a day. So we are lacking some funding for us to make the plastic interlocking bricks and plastic pavers in time. Another thing, it is affordable when buying. Like this one, it costs only 500 for us to make, and we sell at 1,000 Uganda shillings, making a profit of 500. Then the big one, interlocking bricks, we make at 1,700, then we sell at 2,700, making a profit of 1,000. But when you compare to the other one, the concrete you will buy at 6,500, 6,700, that one for in case of the interlocking bricks. But when you come to the pavers, you will buy at 1,500, which is too much. And when you compare the cost of production with this plastic one, this one is more affordable. And I hope most of you want to construct their houses as well. Then you contact us. Give us the chance to make for you the order. Make the order to us for us to make for you the pavers for your compound, to make the blocks for your building, and we'll get more.
Another problem we have solved already is unemployment. You are aware the population of Uganda is more than 50 million. The immediate problem we have solved here is unemployment. We can employ youth in collecting the bottles, and bottle 1 kilo, it is at 200. You can also participate in that, and you can come and we train you on job also on this plastic paper. So anyone interested, you can also register with us.
Then another thing is that some of you can ask me that the plastic can get burned easily. No, it cannot. For the time sake, let me stop there. But you can come to me for the consultation.
Actually, all protocols observed. Good evening. My name is Ike Primera alongside. We are from Laurel Senior Secondary School. We have come up with the product. The title is called Free Pressure Powered Irrigation Project. And this project, we have seen that there is adverse effects of climate change which is affecting rainfall patterns in many regions of Uganda today, since the background of Uganda is most basing on the rainfall, of which if it is there is prolonged sunshine, we are unable to stay in our region here. Now, though there are modern design of the irrigators, but here we are able to use available materials, and these materials are affordable to even low-income communities, of which even you, any of us here, can afford the amount of this product and buy and use it for the consumption. So this free pressure pump irrigation, this is in the process of making. We have used available resources, and these available resources can be got from the shop and anywhere, even in the market. Now, let me take you through the video demo.
So in our video demo, we have here our final product. So in this final product, we have the primary source of water. This primary source of water is connected to this 20-liter jerry cans. This 20-liter jerry cans is serving as the secondary source of water. So as you fill in the secondary source of water, you now apply the food pump. The food pump is connected to the valve here. So here is the food pump. You connect to the valve here. So as you are pumping, you will be exerting pressure into the 20-liter jerry can. So this pressure will be equally transmitted throughout the liquid by what we call the partial principle. So as you continue pumping, the water will flow into this 5-liter jerry can. This 5-liter jerry can is acting as the pressure preserver. Each function is same as the one for 1.5 liter bottles, this and that. So they are serving as the pressure preserver. So as you continue pumping, the pressure will move the water through the fountain generator. From here up to there, we are calling the fountain generator. So as it reaches the fountain jets, the water will come out in form of the fountain while watering your plant. So if you want to water the area which are surrounding your project, man, you have to lower the speed of pumping so that the fountain jet will lower. So to cover the distance, run your instrument. So we are also looking forward during the process of watering, we cover larger area. By do our junctions here. If this more junction, will send the water to the other parts, outer parts. Looking forward to ensure that this junction is made flexible so that during the process of sprinkling, it will be lowering. So that at the end, you end up watering up. And this project will provide a food security even to the low-income earners. So, I think those farmers that use sunshine, they can now afford this one and use it. The agricultural product are made safe. In conclusion, therefore, if you are in need and consult us for more,
Thank you. Well, world of digital ethical. Yes, the educators, timekeepers, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Milendra Sikunoa. I've come to present our project titled as Development of Genesis Academia Learning Platform under the supervision of Jimmy. We did this project from our public secondary school. Yes, we are from our public school. Therefore, this project is the reason why project is after pandemic, the digital learning platforms in Uganda that we are used by the students after presentation of competence-based curricula are so unregulated. They don't restrict students such or interact with contents only. Offer diverse information which makes learners towards academics diverted. This has led to this in academics and it learner focus. According to the journals and the reviews 24 by Uganda Educational Technology,
It says that these tools encourage behaviors and learner focus academics. So from here, a need for a secured, ethical digital platform. Learners, as they go deep, they will be able to focus on, whereby also parents.
The next we have, this detects the learner whether he or she is focused whenever he or she is attending to the content in their website, most especially when he or she is watching. The next one is, in this system, a panel where a parent sees whether the child is doing how, which is not there in other websites. We have artificial intelligence and filtering, which regulates artificial intelligence to only give a content according to the research and only academic. Take it to the demo with. This is our registration panel where you can register if you're interested in the website. This is how you put your name, the email, and then you log in. Take it to the student dashboard. Here, choose their assignments. You see profile, and then if you want to watch them, you can tap. This one will take you to the classes. You ask where you belong to. In your class, it will take you to the subject. You choose the subject, and then here it is. You can see that it will instruct you to put on camera, and if you don't put video will not play itself. Here we can see that it also takes you to skip. In case you want to skip, it will make that. If in case you want to skip, it will not allow next video. You have to complete what from here. If you want to search things from all, if the teacher gives you assignment, it will take you to where your class, your subject. You also choose the topic you want to search, you want to know from it, and then it will direct you. The system, AI tool to only give that is academic, connect according to the level and the subject. All in all, this is Genius Academy. Thank you.
Very much. So we are actually left with only three projects. So we are about to, for those who are, we are about to there. So I want to see Komboni College on stage, and then with Adwari SS. Adwari SS will be the next. She's here. And then the college. Komboni College is there, Arua Public. Arua Public, so we should be through within the next. Okay. Where is the next group after Dwari SS? Where are you? Please, you come. Are we set? Are we okay? Microphone is. Okay, so let me put.
Ladies and gentlemen, Komboni College, I am Okwesi.
That may make them sometimes get accidents during nighttime. And sometimes they don't be able to preserve food during cooking. The flies and whatever drop in the food, making the food not safe for them. So the innovation and uniqueness of our business, therefore my friend can take you more about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, since we came up with the development or innovative electric generator, we wanted to solve a specific problem that we identified. Okay. We wanted to solve a specific problem that we identified in the community that was already a crisis. As my friend talked of, we had challenges of power instability that was insufficient. More than 35 households in the sub-Saharan regions of Africa, they are facing problems of having equitable access to efficient power source. So we as innovators of the current era, what could we do? We can't sit down on ideas. Therefore, the innovation of this electric generator was to solve this kind of problems. The product, okay, this generator, as we have designed, it has various kind of components that we have installed in it. We have the battery that is going to be shown, that is under the system. The battery, its work is just to start the generator, and it has nothing else. It's just to start the overall system or process of producing the voltage by the generator. Then inside, so this is the battery I was talking of. We have a battery that is under the system. When we switch it on, it powers only the motor and its action stops there. So from the battery, we connected wires to the motor. The black thing that we're seeing inside the generator, that is a motor that drives the head or the top of the dynamo. This is an alternating current dynamo that we picked from the local bicycles we have in the community. Because it's only AC dynamo, so alternating current, that can be stepped by transformers. So the dynamo produces 14 volts when it's rotated by the motor, and the voltage is transmitted to the transformer that we have made. Now this transformer has two parts. We have the primary coil and the secondary coil. The primary coil is to step down the amount of volts being generated by a particular component. But here we are using the secondary coil of the transformer to make sure that we increase the voltage from 14 by the dynamo to 230. That is efficient for household use and other kinds of purpose. We are going to be having a demonstration of how the generator simply works. So from the outlet, this is where the power from the transformer comes. We plug in a bulb, then we put on the starting switch and the load switch, and we are able to see light that is coming from the other bulb. Now, this bulb we installed in the system to show that we actually have power being produced from the outlet. But you can install your extension cables. You can install an extension cable, and then you can put your fridge, your TV set, your phones or laptops, any kind of appliance, to make sure that it's powered by the generator. We call this a household generator because even the voltage that Omeme supplies to our houses is from 220 to 240 volts. Therefore, this generator is efficient enough to serve any kind of electricity purpose that is demanded by any household in the villages. So ladies and gentlemen, we actually wanted to come up with this generator to first of all solve the power challenges in the rural communities. But also this generator is for the general use of households because the amount of volts that is producing of 230 is not enough to run an institution or an industry. But we have future prospects of increasing the voltage by increasing the number of turns in the secondary coil to step it up to a higher voltage. And also we want to increase on the advanced dynamo. This dynamo produces only 14 volts. So if we have a dynamo that produces like around 100 volts, that means the amount of power or voltage that's going to be stepped up by the transformer is also huge. Therefore, we have future prospects of making generators that can serve institutions and other industries. Here's our case. Thank you.
so much, Rachel. Officials and media audience. My name is Sukwal Oscar, a student from Adware Secondary School. For you, we have a project called a remote control rechargeable lawnmower. From the village school where I'm from, we are always suffering very many challenges that I would like to take me to the next slide. So, we are suffering challenges, most especially smoke that's being produced by the lawnmower. Like right now, any of you here would like to remove the shirt, but you should not because you're in public. But these are all caused by the global warming brought about by the smoke produced by the lawnmower. And if not because of the sound and the music system which is here, you would be interrupted and you would only listen to my sound by the noise being made by the lawnmower, not by the other mower which is used outside because of the noise. And if you have to ask this ground worker, yeah, who uses the mower for slashing, yeah, he's always very tired. And right now, I don't think he's working because the bulk of carrying that mower at the back is too much that is really tired. And of recent, you're having a casualty of accident made by the mower. The ground worker had his leg cut by the knives of the mower. So I decided to come up with the lawnmower. It has this, that tire, the yellow one. It is made up of motor, and the motor could not climb up hills, yet the ground is not very gentle. So we added some gears there to increase the force of carrying. So that's the principle of increasing force applied by the motor. And inside we are having a slasher. Under it, we can slash the ground as it moves. And it is, that's a prototype, but if you drop the real one, it is larger and it can clear a large surface. As you can see, it also turns the corner. In bends, it can turn. So it is supposed to be controlled by a remote. And in the near future, we are going to make it digital. So where we cannot use the wires now. We want to use remote, and we can sit and shade and make the mower do it work. So yeah, it's moving backward because the motor is neutral. It can move on the clockwise direction and the clockwise direction. So that's why we have applied it. You can see how the slasher works as it is moving. And we have made it in a way that when it is moving forward, the slasher also moves the clockwise direction, which is the side of the knives, and it is moving on the clockwise. If it is moving backward, the slasher moves also the respective position. So let us stop complaining of our poor performance that is being brought about by the sound produced when we are in class. No, it's not our problem. It's not the problem in the future, but it's our own problem. We are having that challenge, but we cannot do anything. And I've come up, it's here already. It's just a matter of increasing the size and making it metallized, large enough to clean our compound. Thank you so much.
The chief guest, the panel of participants, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Jamanuel, and my colleague by Bishop Michael Jackson. Our project is making the sustainable constraint-killing model of the excavator tractor. Coming to the problem statement and investigation. In data analysis that we carried out, we found at least 80% of the vehicle in the world are powered by petroleum. It has led to climate change due to the emission of greenhouse gases. Our justification, we made a product that is eco-friendly, that is a model of electric powered tractor to reduce environmental impact by comparison, since electricity is a clean source of energy. Also, accumulation of plastic waste in the environment. In Uganda, 37% of the plastic waste in the environment are properly disposed, unlike the 67% of the plastic in Uganda are collected and disposed in a wrong way. Going to the innovation or uniqueness, allow me to invite my colleague and take us to.
I observed the protocol. Professor Michael Jackson, his colleague. The innovative aspect of this tractor is that it's an electric powered model. This way it doesn't produce greenhouse gases which prevent pollution of the atmosphere. This tractor has automated grade control for precise factors. This tractor only is rechargeable. It has three-dimensional functionals which allows it to function at different accesses. This is how the tractor works. This tractor is powered by an electric battery. This is the control unit for controlling the power supply to the tractor. While these are the electric motors which make the tractor perform its duties accordingly. Then the tractor, this is how it rotates. This switch here makes it rotate once power is applied to it. And that's the three-dimensional arm of the tractor, which allows the tractor to perform its duties at different angles and axes. It also moves using distance powered by a strong electric motor. The tractor can move at different positions. First of all, these were not the original resources I needed for making the tractor. But trust me, in the near future, once I get support and funding, we, as Ugandans, are going to start producing real electric vehicles. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. That's what they were able to present. Adjudicators, I think we still have some more time, but that is what they were able to showcase. So we can be able to wrap up with that. So time check, it is 5:46, and we are through with the pitch presentation. So we are going to spend some minutes. Adjudicators are going to be spending some minutes, like around 20 minutes, to finalize the harmonization. Meanwhile, we can hand over back to the MC as we get into the closing. Thank you.
Yeah, so as far as our program is concerned, I think we need to have the anthems and prayer. Then thereafter, we get to the speeches or the remarks. Okay? Members, are we together? So we want to manage the remaining program in the next 30 minutes or so. At most 40 minutes. We must. So can we rise up? Can we get any one of the student leaders to lead us with the anthems? We're going to sing the Ugandan, the East African Community Anthem fully, because it can't be broken. Then we shall have a short prayer. So one of you, patriots, Can you come forward and lead us in the anthems? The national anthem, one stanza, and the East African community anthem, full. And then after that, can we also have one student, a lady, to balance gender, to give us a short prayer after that anthem? Come forward.
Let us all stand attention and then we sing the Uganda national anthem. Oh, Uganda, one, two, three, we lay our future in thy arms. United people, liberty together. Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe uishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Zalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Unadhani na hata mashabani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na amani, tuijenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
In the mood of prayer, let's humble ourselves and pray. Thank you, loving Master, King of glory, creator of heaven and earth. God, we thank you for this wonderful day that you've given unto us. We worship you and we glorify you for your goodness upon our lives. God, we thank you for giving this knowledge unto this organization to organize such a wonderful day, oh God, Father. We thank you for the activities that we have done and the one that we are yet to do. Father, we pray that, Lord, we thank you for starting with us, and we hope that you will end with us. Oh, loving Father, we thank you for everything that we have done. We call upon the Holy Spirit to take us through this program to the end, and as we depart from here, may your Spirit take us to our destination safely. We worship your name with always in trusting and believing in the wonderful name of Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen.
Okay, Mr. Katende, you help me and the solidarity song for the unions, the labor unions, and we rise up. The member has requested that we sing that solidarity anthem. Okay, so that one we're going to lead it ourselves as members of the union. Yeah, so we're going to sing Solidarity Upustu. Is that okay? Solidarity and then solidarity school. Together. Solidarity. Solidarity. Hey, just a moment. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity, opposed to solidarity. Solidarity, opposed to solidarity. Solidarity, opposed to solidarity. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. One more. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Science for development and transformation. Thank you very much. We take this opportunity to welcome our host head teacher of Komboni College, of Lang College. Yeah, you know these colleges, eh? I asked them, they told me it is a school for boys only. Yeah, so this is the boys, the giant here for the boys. Head teacher, Lang College, our host. You're welcome to give your remarks and welcome us to your college. Yes, so Mr. Katende.
Thank you very much, our chief guest, the chair, folks too, and your team, the adjudicators, facilitators, and our young innovators. My name is Okino Samibog, head teacher of this school, and I'd like to welcome you to Lang College and sincerely thank you for coming. In a special way, I would like to thank the organizers for choosing Lang College as the regional venue for this edition. I thank you so much. A boys, as you mentioned, so any girl or a lady that could have been a participant here. So we are still boys school, boys boarding school. It's a traditional school which is over 60 years old. So you are welcome, and for the students who have come from Karamoja, from Marwa, I say most welcome. For some of you, it could have been the first time you have crossed this side. So I think it has been beautiful for you, and this is our school. It's an old school which is rejuvenating. So if you choose to come back, you're most welcome. We shall welcome you. Come back and be in Lang College. Yes. So I'd like in a special way to thank the Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union for this innovation, for innovating this innovation. It has really given our young people the opportunity to showcase the talents that they have. There is no country that can develop without innovation. I'm happy that you are at the forefront of transforming our country. Chairperson, as a head teacher, not only as a host, as a member of ASHU, I sincerely appreciate the effort you are putting in, really to bring in these innovators, really to transform our country. One time I was disappointed when I was given toothpick, and when I checked on it, it was from Pakistan. Toothpick from Pakistan. Then I saw matchbox from China. Then I said, now what is this? With all these brains, what are we doing as teachers, and more especially as science teachers? What are we really doing? We are taking our country nowhere. So I am thanking you for rising up to this occasion to say that as teachers, we are the only ones who can champion the transformation of our country, not the politicians. The politicians talk and they go away. But we are the technical people who can transform. Theirs is to come up with the policies and to give us the support. So I thank you so much for this. I know it is not my day, but thank you for choosing Lango College. Thank you for being here. I wish you journey mercies to your various destinations. Thank you very much.
Can we give an organized clap for our head teacher of this great school? We are going to give a 3 factorial, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then 1. Together start. Okay. The one of this activity and program is none other than our National Secretary for Education, Professional Standards, and Discipline, Madam Betty, come and address your people. Can we give a clap to welcome her? Thereafter, kindly, you will make the invite for us, our national chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ngokotuko. I am humbled to be here today at Lango College, witnessing Northern Regional Competition for the innovation projects we have just had. I am Betty Auma, the National Secretary for Education, Professional Standards, and Discipline at the Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union. Allow me to recognize the presence of all of you at your various capacity while saying a big thank you to our chief guest for tonight's function for humbling himself and accepting to come and join us right before we started the innovation. It's a rare one. Thank you very much, sir, for coming. In a special way too, I would like to thank very much Lango College for humbly accepting us the way we have come. Being a young union, he never questioned anything, but he welcomed us with both hands. Thank you very much, sir. I also want to thank him that some of us know, others do not know. The head teacher, Lango College, is the chairperson at ASHU Lango Region. So he's a very big person in his capacity as the chairperson of all the head teachers in the region. Thank you very much, sir, for always supporting the head teachers in this innovation. May we give a big round of applause for that. Allow me bring to your attention the composition of the members in this house. It will not be very good to talk to people and interact with people you do not know. Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union has structures right from schools up to the national level. May I rise up all the school coordinators who are in this house today. School coordinators, please. We want to recognize your presence. Thank you very much. These are school coordinators for the different schools to Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union. They coordinate to their different districts. Thank you very much. May I recognize the presence of all the district coordinators? Thank you very much. These are district coordinators. I am seeing only district coordinators of Lango region, but in the house today, we are having 4 different regions. We are at Lango region. May I recognize the presence of the Regional Executive Council of Lango region. So these are the executive of Lango region. Now I say this is a Greater North region. Lango region is being chaired by the national regional chairperson in the names of Mr. Obua Kizito. Thank you very much, Kizito. We are in his hands. He is hosting us today. Thank you. We also have in the Greater North, West Nile region, and the regional chairperson is Mr. Amukotuko Jacinto Paulino, the MC of the day. Thank you very much, Paulino. And we have Karamoja region. This is a special region I want to recognize. May I rise up all the members coming from Karamoja region, including the learners. Learners from Karamoja region. This is a special guest for us in today's function. Karamoja has been missing out, but we have said no to that. And I would like to promise you learners, keep up the fire burning. We shall be behind it to support you. The regional chairperson for the moment in this function is none other than Mr. Otawa Boni. Rise up for recognition. Thank you very much, Boni, for coordinating that region. We should have had here Acholi region. I don't know if someone is from Acholi region. The regional chairperson is Mr. Ojara Geoffrey Ojiri. I think he was on the way. We shall continue to wait for him. These were the 4 regions supposed to have been here in this competition. I have recognized learners from Karamoja. May I recognize learners from West Nile region? Rise up for recognition. Oh, thank you very much. Let us clap for them all the way from West Nile. Thank you very much. Learners from Lango region. Rise up for recognition. Wow. Thank you very much, Lango region, for putting us on the map. And these learners were brought by their mentors, the teachers who are doing great work in the different schools, making sure that they promote the talents of these learners. I know it's not an easy job to be a mentor because you need to sacrifice a lot of your time, a lot of your money, and you spend sleepless nights developing the ideas they have. All the patrons from all these schools, rise up for recognition. Oh, thank you very much. May we give a big round of applause for the patrons. Thank you very much, dear patrons, for that. I now recognize the National Executive Council of Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union. In the house, we have national coordinators for all these regions. The whole of Northern region is being coordinated by none other than Mr. Okello Peter. Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you for coordinating the whole of Lango region. Sorry, Northern region. So Karamoja, that is your coordinator. If something is not reaching Karamoja, you see him. If something is not reaching to the west, look at Mr. Okello. If something is not being in Lango region, pass through Mr. Boa to make sure that Mr. Okello does it. He coordinates you to the national level. We have in the house the coordinator of Eastern region in the names of Mr. Musramu. Thank you for joining us in this. He is coordinating the whole of Eastern region. We have Central region. That is none other than Mr. Ramadan Katembe, who has been around here. May we rise up for Mr. Katembe has a special talent. All these designs you see here, the t-shirts we are putting on, and the works of his hands. Thank you very much, Mr. Katende. This project was being run by a committee headed by me as their chairperson. And thank you for the compliment. The committee members here is Mr. Luyima Edward, I'm sorry. Mr. Luyima is the regional chairperson of Greater Kampala region. And as he stands up, Mr. Luyima is a member of this committee. That's a great job. Mr. Luyima is the General Secretary of Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union SACCO. We have had the Mr. President gave science teachers about 6 billion shillings. That is the gentleman in the committee making sure that that money is profitably used by all the teachers. Thank you very much, Mr. Luyima Edward. May I rise up all the members of the Education Committee? Now I wanted to see the one I'd forgotten to introduce. The regional chairperson of Bunyoro region is none other than Mr. Elliot Nasasira, just in front here. Thank you very much, Mr. Elliot. He is also a member of the Education Committee. Then I have my Vice National Chairperson. I'm sorry introducing him at his capacity, but Mr. Tugume Benson right in front here is also a member of this committee. That is why we have a very strong committee and moving on very well. Thank you, Benson, for always supporting us. He's all the way from Bushenyi, coming to Lango region to see that this is a success. Mr. Paul Kizito is the secretary of the committee. Mr. Jacinto Ngokotuku, all the way from West Nile, is a member of the committee. I have a very big lady in the house. Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union is still crying for ladies. At the National Council, we are only 3. Madame Betty Auma, Madame Annette, who is the regional chairperson of Greater Masaka, she's not in the house. And we have the National Secretary for Gender in this house. That is none other than Madame Avako Jessica. Thank you, Jessica, for coming to grace this occasion tonight. The Secretariat staff are also here with us. We have Mr. Komaket Solomon. Mr. Komaket Solomon is right behind there, the administrative assistant. Thank you very much, Solomon, for taking care. We have the IT gentleman who has been sending you a lot of information about this project, designing flyers and doing that. That is none other than Mr. Mukalele Rogers. Thank you, Mr. Mukalele, you know he's doing this work. He has done a lot of publicity for this project. And I think others moved out a little bit. This is the composition of this union structure in the house, and I left a big man so that I would say it last. The money man in the union is in the house, the deputy governor of Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union. That is none other than Mr. Okello Jacob. This is the deputy treasurer of the union, meaning that the whole union is here in this house. I want to thank them for supporting this project in the way it is. I have wasted time into introduction, but you would see it is necessary that we have it. This project started as a small step, and as science teachers of the union, we saw that the only way we can do enforcement of concepts learners learn in class is to come up with a kind of competition where learners are able to think of their great ideas and showcase it the way we are doing here today in the Northern Region competition. We started by doing adverts, and I want to thank the teachers who gave in response to this advert. We received over 300 projects. We had to do a vetting. Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union, being a young union, still does not have a lot of capacity to host very many projects. The vetting was done, and we agreed we do the competition regionally. The first region we did this competition as was at the Central Region, where there we were able to have about 20 projects. We went to Eastern Region and they showcased 19 projects. Last Saturday, we were at Western Region at Mbarara Secondary School, where we were able to witness 24 projects. Today, we are at Northern Region at Lango College here today, and we have seen the beautiful projects being brought by learners in Northern Region. When I put quotes in Northern Region, many people think the learners at Northern Region are not learning, they are not thinking. But you people, I'm telling you, today you have challengers. Thank you very much. My person of SHU, my human resource of Liver City, the teachers are working. If you would witness, which I know you did, the kind of bright ideas these learners are bringing, it's an indication the teachers are sleeping. The learners are learning the concepts in class and they are ready to apply it to their daily life. I want to encourage you, go back to school, do more projects. Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union has already come to stay. These projects are not ending here. We are going to continue next year. So the project regional competitions has ended today with Northern Region. In each of these regions, we are picking 5 good projects. 5 good projects are also going to be picked today to represent the whole region at the national competition. The date for this national competition is going to be announced very soon. So I would like us to continue keeping the spirit burning. I want to say that I've already spoken too many words, but I want to conclude by saying that when you look at what we have done today, it needs a lot of support. And I'm very sure that inside the house, some of you know where Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union can get its support from, so that we can have a bigger number accommodated in the house than on a few projects which are here. Help us use our union website to help us know where we can solicit for more funding from, so that we increase the base of this organization. I also would like to implore the teachers that this is not only the project Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union is running. We also have every Thursday Zoom meeting, which we call ProDev. It's called Professional Development Hour. Every Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. We have always invited specialists in different areas. Maybe a specialist talk about stress management, family laws, talk about our personal engagement with the learners in class. Like the other week, we were talking about how we can manage activities of integration, how we can manage the continuous assessment items. I want to request the teachers, please give your time on this day so that you're able to listen to this, to improve on your continuous professional development. I want to say that all the results that will be read here after here will be for the best. We have tried to make good choices of the adjudicators. I trust in them. They will give us fair judgment to get the projects we're going to take for regional competition. Allow me end here and thank all of you at your various capacity for accepting to come and participate in this competition. I say this for God and my country. Thank you. I was given a task to invite my national chairperson of the union to come and make his remarks. So you're welcome.
Thank you, Madam Betty Auma. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my brother head teacher of Lango College. Thank you. Today is a Saturday. In my region where I come from, Saturdays are a bit tricky. When you call big people from their offices, you'll find that Saturday is a chilling day. They have gone for parties, they hang out, they meet friends, but these people have deprived themselves of that free time to party with the colleagues and come here purposely to witness what is taking place here. Can we give them a 4 factorial? 1, 2, 3, start. Thank you. To the different patrons who have made this day a success, you have spent sleepless nights. You have even invested the little from your pockets to make sure that these projects run. Because at times you find that possibly you are supposed to request for some money from office, but you have remembered late, the office is closed, you cannot go to the office when it is night, or you cannot meet the head teacher on the way and ask for money. You pull from your pocket and invest into this project. Can we give them a 3 factorial? Then the well-disciplined and obedient students of ours, our chief innovators. I don't know how much we can thank you, because you have shown us that what teachers tell you, what elders tell you, you don't take it for granted. You know that it will ultimately impact your living. And this is what you're showing us today, that you can recall and put into practice what the teachers teach you in class. Thank you so much. You can give yourselves 3 factorial. I will not forget to thank Madam Betty and our finance officer for releasing funds to facilitate this activity. It hasn't been easy. Moving to each of the greater regions of the country, putting up invitations so that these people submit the project titles, so that the meetings sit to see how to handle, so that meetings sit to vet these projects and find out which one is qualified to be brought before people. It hasn't been easy, but it is because of your effort. Our tax collector, the principal human resource officer, you collect tax from us, keep for us, and then give us a big package. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May God bless you. And we thank you for always partnering with us. You'll extend our gratitude to the other officers that have remained. Mr. Head Teacher and Human Resource, we are so grateful that we have you people. You are our elders. You are our managers. You are our supervisors. That when we come to you for consultation, you guide us accordingly. And we can't take that for granted. We thank you so much. The whole NEC, the National Executive Council, have done a lot to make sure that UPOSTU remains with integrity from the start up to this point. You have not betrayed us. You have not betrayed the country. You have not betrayed the president. You have done all that it takes to make sure that our heads remain high. Otherwise, if we do what is not acceptable in public, our heads would move when we are hiding faces so that they don't see us. But today, we are here to show the public that where we were posted, it is not even anyone that posted us. It is the president who puts the policy that we get posted to different parts of the country, and we are posted. Where we are causing an impact. There is a lot of teachers are not at school. The human resource teachers are at school and they are working. And of course, at times, you may have a flock, suddenly is a black sheep. Those are there. But a very significant number are at their stations working. I want to bring to everyone the greetings from our national chairperson, Mr. Elon Vincent, who happens to hail from this region, I think, and from this city. I don't know. He sends greetings to you. He hasn't been able to be with us, but he's aware of everything that is taking place. Actually, I have been making captions and sending to him. He has some engagements, national and union engagements, which could not allow him to travel. Personally, I'm Tugume Benson. He is vice chairman, and I come from, my work district is Mbarara, but my home district is Bushenyi. When we are there, you know, this is one of the greatest schools in the country. When we are there, we have these old people telling us, someone says, me, I studied from Lango College. Someone tells you, I went to Dr. Obote College. Those are the schools I used to hear. Those old people. The schools were very few. Leave alone today, they chase you from Lango College and you run to the neighboring school there. Those days when they would chase you from Lango College, you would go to Mbarara High School, Nyakasura School in Fort Porto. You do not have a school around in this region. You have to move a long distance to get another school. So, Mr. Headmaster, the name of the school is there. It doesn't stop here in Lango, no. It is all over. I think it is even international, because you even have a website. The whites read about Lango College. And we are also here to show that we are proudly associated with the Lango College. Let us give a hand clap for these people who have allowed us to be here. The students of this school are supposed to be in this main hall today, having their other programs. But the school decided to sacrifice the day and give it to Post 2. Surely, how much can we give them? It is God to reward. It is God to reward. As a labor union, I will use the next 5 minutes that I finish. As a labor union, we have activities, very many activities. And those are based on our core objectives. The core objectives to protect the rights of teachers, that is science teachers in particular, and then the rights of the learners. You see, people normally make fun that it is only a teacher who beats his clients. It's the only businessman who beats the clients. You have a shop, a client has come to buy, and then you bid. So we are sorry, but we bid to show you the way. You have to appreciate some of those that I spank very seriously on the buttocks. After years, they meet me and hug me. Some of them buy me bottles of soda because of beating them. We beat you to show you the way. We don't beat you because of anything else. We don't have any hatred with the students, but we beat you to show you that we are rebuking you, in other words. So we are protecting the rights of the learners. The right of the learner at a school is to stay in a protected environment and to have equitable learning. And you are here because of that objective of learning. Where am I heading? As you are growing, you need to have a belonging. You are growing, you are studying to get employed. And when you are an employer, when you are an employee, you need, even if you are an employer, you need to have a group that you are proudly associated to. And one of those groups is a labor union. A labor union fights for the rights of the workers. Each group fights for the rights of its members, but a labor union plays its roles in a different way. You see, we are a group of workers and we are supposed to be submissive to our employer. Now, this employer has money in the pockets. You come to work in order to have something to take back home. The employer has money in the pocket. Now he keeps pulling and he leaves something peeping out of the pocket. He keeps pulling one, sends it to you. Pulls one, throws it to you. And at times you feel that what he has thrown to you is not enough. And when you are an individual, you cannot confront your employer that you give me more. But when you gang up as a group and go, today, it is no more. Nothing like pulling out one and throwing it to me. We are requesting you that give us more. Pull out much and give it to us. Not this business of pulling out little. So I implore you, as you grow and get jobs, make sure that you have a labor union you subscribe to, so that in the case of eventualities, you are protected as a bigger group. As an individual, you cannot do anything. Am I understood? I have about 4 points. I will just read them because I summarized them. As a teacher, you have to prepare. What is the take-home message? Every one of us, young and old, you must have a belonging and respect it. This is your school as a learner. Respect your school. You belong to the school and respect it. Today, if you spoke against my former school, I may hate you. Fear God and respect Him. Distinguish bad and good and choose to do what is good. Respect. Whom are you supposed to respect? Respect yourself, respect the elders and the leaders. Be creative to survive in this environment. The environment we live in is very harsh. You have to be creative. That is why today you have seen very many products of this they call healthy drinks on the market. I don't know someone who started, and all the rest kept copying, and now the drinks are very many. At first, we used to hear of this bottled water, mineral water. It was only Rwenzori. But today, how many brands do we see on the market? They become creative and they are earning a living and they are becoming billionaires. That is why even today, if you met an old lady, she'll tell you, you buy me Rwenzori water. Even if you give out, when she says Rwenzori, she means any mineral water. When you meet someone says, I want a pot of Coca-Cola, or Pepsi, means soda. Okay, so let us be creative for us to overcome the challenges that surround us. Then know your mistakes and avoid them. Work hard, be responsible, be accountable, fight corruption, ensure to live a healthy life. There I conclude. And I will not spend much of the time, but all the members that are here, this is the logo of Obustu. Wherever you see this logo, you know that it belongs to science teachers only, not all teachers, science teachers. Point of education. Many times we hear this song being sung, Solidarity Forever. It is a song, it is an anthem for all labor movements. It is for all of the workers. It is not for only other unions or only for science teachers. No, it is for all labor unions. There are many labor unions. We have this one for science teachers. We have a labor union for teachers of arts. We have a labor union for medical workers. There is that one of doctors. There is that one of nurses and midwives. There is that one of local governments. So labor unions are many. Only a few are vibrant like this one now. We have not seen any other vibrant labor union like this one. We have not seen any. We have not seen innovations like these ones. We are starting. this is just the start. And we are committed to do more. We pledge total commitment to make sure that at least every time we bring out a new product, so that the world knows that we exist and we are performing. We are not sleeping. We shall not sleep until the whole world witnesses that a science teacher is a science teacher, and we have to be science teachers. Even you, the innovators today, wherever you are, even if you don't do sciences, you show the world that there is a science you studied. And when you study, you are studying around 10 subjects. But don't get surprised that you will find a single subtopic from one of the subjects will feed you until you die. A subtopic. I'm saying a subtopic out of 10 subjects will feed you until you die. May God bless you.
Yeah, now in the interest of time, we request our national chair to invite our chief guest straight away to address us. And yes, thereafter I'll go forward.
Dear members, this evening, I take the honor to report to you that for the first time, I saw Karuma yesterday night. I drew the maps in all level, showing Karuma, showing Kafu, but it is only yesterday that I saw Karuma. Actually, it is today because it was past midnight. I think it's today. So I take the honor to invite our chief guest to speak to us. Sir, you are welcome.
The head teacher of this great school, the chairperson OPS2 and your executive, the regional coordinators for the OPS2, the students and innovators tonight who are showcasing the value of science. I need to first of all congratulate you upon this big milestone. I want to start by saying this is the first union I've seen making a difference, not only in themselves, but also in the lives of the learners. Because most unions are after their own welfare, without much value addition and accounting for the skills, the knowledge, the talents, and all the abilities that they can cause a transformation in this great nation. I need to appreciate all of you. Colleagues, by name Samuel Jackson Okoth. I'm a Principal Human Resource Officer, now for Lira City, but also I have the Greater North, coordinating all the human resource officers in West Nile, Acholi, Lamu, and Karamoja. And I'm also happy that this association is in the same way. Incidentally, HRs are not supposed to be a union by law. We are supposed to be neutral and ensure that all that which we do is for everybody. And that is why it is a great thing that we are here. I want to start by saying this far, how we have gone, what you are doing is really a proof that you are not only demanding for salary, but you are demanding for value, for money that you are asking for. And when we keep on making this, it keeps us a little higher and having greater hope
that we are really able to transform this nation. That said, there are things that we need to keep in order to rise and shine. One thing is being professional. I urge all of you to keep being focused and remain professional. Once we start well and we get out of our profession, we lose the focus and therefore we become destroyers of our own selves. So as you, as science teachers, remain a professional teacher. Life involves a number of things, but what makes us different from the other is how we are able to tune our minds that will make you and I different from the other person. And for that to be so, we need to be creative, and I'm happy this, what was being showcased here, is a result of creative thinking, a result of being innovative, a result of being assertive, and ensuring that everything which is being done is for a betterment of one's life. I saw and learned a number of things, and I said all the skills, all the talents which were in our learners were being killed. But now we are starting to see it being transformed, being energized, being put into light, as was in the original African education, more practically seen than in other things. Because our people used to survive with their environment. They use the environment for protection, they use the environment for keeping them healthy, they use the environment well for food. But all that which is foreign now is destroying our environment, is causing us to have quite a big number of sicknesses that are even beyond control. But when we go back the way I saw, we shall be able to make a great thing. The national team, any association stands on the vision of the leaders. I urge you to keep the vision of this association. Be people of integrity. Be people who are accountable to your members. And when they see your integrity, they see you are accountable, it motivates them, and they'll be saying whatsoever our leaders are directing us to, we are seeing value ahead, and therefore they will give you a great support. That is what makes the other person what he or she is. We are here, all of us here, because of the teachers we got. If we get a lazy teacher, that is also how a student is. But I ask and urge you that be a committed teacher who is a role model, who is a mentor to the learners, such that they are able to pick something from you that they will remember and be in position to apply. Let us keep that in heart, and let us do our work with the diligence, with the commitment, and have a positive attitude. What kills us, what kills everybody, whether you are very knowledgeable, whether you are skilled, whether you have the right abilities, but if we have attitude which is not good, then there is nothing good in you. And let us promote in our learners the right attitude. Attitude for development, attitude to avoid being dependent, attitude for being creative and innovative to change the world. That is what will make us move a little bit far. I know time is taken, but personally I want to tell you one thing, that work is good. Work keeps us at our different levels, but we have the talents which may not be utilized in our work. But you as teachers, you have the opportunity to identify the talents in the learners. Please may you nurture those talents to the fullest extent, such that they are able, even after studies, utilize those talents for their good, for their livelihood. And that is what is so good. Who is better in identifying these talents? There is none other than the teachers. And be in position to tell them, show them, this is what we are seeing in you, and if you keep it well, it will push us to another level. And those are the things which I think can make us move forward. I want to say on behalf of the human resource officers for the Greater North that we will continue to support the association, the union, to grow to a higher level. In the North, I encourage all my colleagues, the HR, that let us be professional and law-abiding. I want to recall the very first time Madam Betty brought me the forms for coding the Professional Science Teachers Union. I tell her, Madam, this is good, but you are not following the law. The law says you are belonging to an association. If you follow the Employment Act, please give a 3-month notice to the Secretary General of the other union that you are withdrawing your membership and you are joining another union. And that helped us. In other regions, it became a legal issue. So that is what we need to do. We should remind members or science teachers who are married members of this association, maybe belonging to other unions, to write to the union where they are, the Secretary General, for them to withdraw their membership and be part of this to avoid any litigation measures, so that we are all moving together. Colleagues, I've taken a lot of time, but I want to appreciate that I've learned a lot. I want to thank all the sub-regions, the regions which are here. My home region, Karamoja, I'm proud of you. I've been able to see what Morolen and Karenga Jubilee has done. It was great. When I'm in Arua, I'm at home. Many times I've enjoyed the best honey from Arua. It is something good. I am here in Lamu, I eat the best traditional food. So we are all there. What does it mean? Our region is the best. Our region is the queen. Let us maintain it. Let us showcase and say we are able to make this region rise to the higher levels. I say all this for God and my country. Thank you so much. Wow. I didn't know that the human resource officers can speak that level of English. Because we only take their appointment letter, posting. You don't talk a lot, just say the things are here. The car over the town clerk signs. He goes quietly, you only see a new pay slip. But today, hey, can we give 3 factorial? 3 factorial together. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much. 2 things left. One is the chief adjudicator to come and make a full remarks and tell us how this day has gone. Then after that, our chair of the committee responsible will handle the award ceremony. I'm going to give this microphone that side so that that exercise is fully handled and then we shall come and conclude here with prayer. Thank you so much. I give this mic that side. Yeah.
Dear Chief Guest, all distinguished innovators, allow me rest on the protocol that has already been established. It has been long, and I am wondering whether my friends at the back are still paying attention. Can I see whether attention? Oh, very good. Dear Chief Guest, when I stand on this platform, I am in a state of reflection, a mixture of nostalgia and joy. This platform is where we used to debate. This school raised me from senior 1 to senior 6, where I was a head prefect. You are in a great school. Thank you for coming. The nostalgia continues because I am back home in Lao College and home with my colleagues, in the sense that I am a science teacher like the rest of you. I taught biology and chemistry for a number of years before I proceeded elsewhere. Right? The nostalgia continues because a union, a labor union, mainly for teachers, is demonstrating that labor unions are not only troublemakers for the government. I, up to the 27th of May this year, was leading the National Forum for Academic Staff of Public Universities in Uganda. That forum, just like the Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union and other teachers unions, advocates for the rights and well-being of the university staff. So when I see the Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union moving out of what the world thinks we are for and getting into actual societal transformation, I feel a lot of joy in my heart. I am called Tom Omute. I am a lecturer in the Department of Biochemistry, Faculty of Medicine, Lira University. I was privileged to be chosen as the chief adjudicator for this Northern Region Science, Innovation and Projects competition for the year 2025 with my very able colleagues whom, if you permit me, sir, I would request they mention their names because we work transparently.
Thank you. All the protocol observed. I'm Odia Joel Patrick, a teacher in Ibuja SS. I'm humbled to be part of this particular team. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel.
Thank you very much. I am Akiten Florence Epila, a teacher in Lao College and a coordinator of regional trainers of Sesamat, Lango region. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear chief guest. That is the team I worked with. And before we go to what we are all interested in, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to chip in 2 things. 1, the teacher is the most important. We have the principal human resource officer here. We, not you, we, the teachers, are the most important workers that the world will ever have. Why? We are the ones responsible, processing, fine-tuning the human resource required for development of any country and any society. It is a responsibility we don't take lightly. If there is any teacher among you who has never realized that his or her major obligation is to the learner, then you are a shadow teacher. The real teacher mentors, gives the children, the learners, the best opportunity to become the best persons they were made to be, not to destroy them. The second observation is, why do you think recently America and the other G8 countries were being very observant on other countries that seem to be rising in science, technology, and innovation faster than them? And they are trying their best to see to it that they regulate the development of science, technology, and innovation in those countries. Because science, technology, innovations, and entrepreneurship is what drives development and what drives sustainability of human communities. Therefore, the scientific ideas that you are developing, many others, are critically important for the preservation of your society, your country, and the world. Preservation in so many ways. Through science, technology, innovation, we are able to generate products and innovations which satisfy our needs as human beings. Then entrepreneurship of the science, technology, and innovations make it possible for us to market our innovations and earn money that we can use to sustain ourselves. That is why Vision 2040 of the government of Uganda, the National Development Plan for Sustainable Development Goals, all emphasize science, technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship as core pillars of sustainability of human existence. Therefore, I would like to encourage you to take the science processes very seriously. On a sad note, you may have noticed that every year UNED releases results. Our sciences are among the culprits of poor performance, in spite of the effort we put. Another very sad fact is that when universities release the admissions list, admissions to science programs usually is small, but our government is simply trying to promote. And the admissions to universities on science program is worse in the east, in Karamoja, in Lao, in Acholi, in West Nile, Bunyoro regions of Uganda. This we need to ventilate upon as teachers of science. Getting back, and gentlemen, I'm sorry a bit more than I should have as an adjudicator. Today's innovations that have been exhibited were mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. For once, after a long time of depression, I have started living again today. I thank you, Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union, for giving me a fresh lease of life, of rekindling my interest of remaining alive once more, because there is hope. When I went through with my teams to adjudicate, I saw our young minds, some from very far away places, articulating scientific ideas and processes very clearly, and I felt impressed. It appears the scientific committee of the union that selected the projects for exhibition did a great job. Unfortunately or fortunately, they did such a wonderful job that it became very difficult to fish out who is the best of the best. But nonetheless, I want to assure you that the process of adjudication has been fairly objective, unbiased, in the sense that there are adjudication tools with items to allocate marks, and each of the three adjudicators independently awards each person and does not add the total. The sheet, adjudication sheet, is passed on to the secretariat, who enters into the system. After entering the system generates its own average without human interference, such that whether there is going to be a tie or a clear win, take it that has been very fair and very objective. We can now go to any serious business of declaring the results as the union has designed.
I request that he remains there. We give a big round of applause to the chief adjudicator. Thank you very much, Mr. Mute. I knew him as a mentor. He has mentored me. So don't be surprised as the way I've been behaving is almost similar to the way he does these things. Thank you very much for leading the team. I first of all would like to recognize the participation of each and every school present in this house. And when I give this certificate of participation, which is a clear accountability to your head teachers that you came and participated, I would kindly request the patron of the different school plus 2 students to come and receive this certificate, as I especially invite my chairperson of ASHU, Lamu Sub-Region, to come and help me issue these certificates to the different schools present in this house in the presence of my chairperson. I would like to begin by recognizing the great contribution and participation made by Laurel Senior Secondary School. I would wish that you too lead the as it comes on. I would great participation made by Bishop. Thank you very much for your great participation. Please stand and pose for a photograph with our chairperson ASHU as he received those certificates. So that is Laurel Senior Secondary School. Next is Bishop Tarantino College. Thank you for that participation. May I also recognize the participation made here by Comboni College. Let us clap for Comboni College as they come and receive their certificate of recognition. As Comboni College comes in, allow me to recognize the great participation exhibited by Lira Town College. Let us clap for Lira Town College as they come. You know, it was not easy to pass through the vetting committee and reach this level. Therefore, you deserve to be appreciated. That is Comboni College already taking a photo with the chairperson and shoe of the region. Next is Lira Town College getting on. As Lira Town College gets, allow me to recognize participation all the way from West Nile by Arua Public Secondary School. Arua Public brought the greatest number of projects in this competition. They brought 4 different projects. Thank you very much, Arua Public, for being very active. I want to recognize the presence and participation of Erusi Secondary School. Erusi struggled the first day we called them here, they were already here, ready for participating. Again, they say, no, madam, we are coming back. Thank you, Mr. And that is Erusi Secondary School. The teacher is that one who does not give up easily. Thank you very much. May I go to Karamoja region and recognize the participation of Jubilee 2000 Secondary School, Karenga. You can imagine these daring people. They have said this year we are showing them. Thank you, Karenga. And I want to recognize the participation of Abim Secondary School, also from Karamoja region. Where is Abim? Morlem Girls Secondary School from Karamoja, Abim district. Most welcome. Thank you for your great participation. You would hear how the girls were talking. Very good English. Never doubt Karamoja, please. Allow me to recognize the great participation by Achaba Secondary School, Oyam District. Thank you very much, Achaba, for the great innovation you have given us today. Allow me to recognize the presence and participation of the great college, Lango College. Thank you very much, Lango College, for your great participation. And I have here one serious school who called me and said, Madam, with or without your invitation, we are coming. And I told them, I love such spirits. Allow me to recognize the participation of Adwari Senior Secondary School. Thank you very much, Adwari Senior Secondary School, for daring to come and participate with the great innovations. Thank you, the boys, for giving us those wonderful communications you have had. Members, we had expected in this competition Abim Secondary School and Zeru Secondary School and Wisdom High School, whose participations did not come forth, but they sent in their apologies for not attending this. Maybe in the next competition, they will come and do the participation. I now request, thank you very much, my chairperson Ashu. I request my dear chief adjudicator to now do the one me I cannot do. Thank you very much.
the hour of reckoning finally has come. The best exhibitors are male Okao Michael from Komboni College, Lira. And the best female exhibitor was Rosalind Leon Wadu from Arua Public School. Congratulations. May we have Okao Michael and Rosalind Leon Wadu come up for recognition and awards, possibly. Genius Academia Learner Management System. You are being cautioned to hold this package. It's not just a book. Hold it very carefully as you walk back to your teammates. Congratulations once again. How did they become what they have become? Clear articulation of the scientific ideas. Now, as we were informed earlier, in the northern region, 5 best exhibitions will be selected to tussle it out at the national level, at the national competition. And we have at number 5, the 5th best exhibition. The project is Sustainable Eco-Friendly Model of Excavator Tractor by Arua Public SS, having a score of 72.9%. Our friends from Arua Public School with 4 projects, thank you for doing your best. Arua Public School, the exhibitors of the project that has just been mentioned, please come forward for your accolades. As the chief guest hands over this highly coveted symbol of scientific prowess. Thank you very much. At number 4, we have the project Smart Walking Cane from Bishop Tarantino College at 73.8%. Bishop Tarantino, the Smart Walking Cane. They customized the scientific idea with the local context. Bishop Tarantino College, congratulations. Thank you very much. At number 3, we have the project Fluid Pressure Powered Irrigator. You saw how the sprinkler was built in the video by Loro Senior Secondary School at 74.6%.
And those who pitched it here finally emphatically assured us that even our peasantries should not have serious problem of dry season. Little innovations but with a big impact in the society. Congratulations, Laurel Senior Secondary School. Good. Now, the runner-up, the second best exhibition is efficient and cost-effective solar dryer to produce quality dried fruit and vegetables by Achara Senior Secondary School. The exhibitors clearly illustrated how their project can solve the problem of perishability of our fruits and vegetables, how to increase their shelf life, how to make them safer for human consumption for a longer period. Achara Senior Secondary School, congratulations. Now, those of us whose projects have not yet been mentioned, chances are very high that it is yours. Just keep your breath. Number one, the best exhibition, Northern Region, 2025 exhibition competition is electric generator from Komboni College with 78.8%. Congratulations, Komboni College. One thing I can see Komboni College has come full board. And Komboni College, anyway, I don't know Komboni College. But congratulations. Now, as we conclude with the Komboni College, it is important for us to note that having the scientific idea alone is not adequate. Having a product that works may not be adequate. We need all the components to be neatly hewed together in a manner that moves the world. And even the blind person and a deaf one and that person who is very heartless can realize that this project has potential of solving our societal issues. That is the business. For those of us who are living here and moving to the next competitions, and not even competitions only, whenever you have to showcase a science and innovation project, the problem should be clearly articulated. And then you link the problem to the title of your project. And you clearly state what you are going to do using that project title to solve the present problem. What are potential benefits that are accrued out of your project? And who are the others
you are going to collaborate with to advance your scientific ideas further to the point of the markets. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for this opportunity.
Please, can we have all the 5 best schools up here with your awards for a group photo?
Come with your awards or accolades to the stage, the best 5.
And then other schools, if you don't know, you have not seen your position, we are displaying the results there. All the results are there, and we are going to keep them on our website, on all our social media handles. Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union is going to be there. Even on the website, www.upustu.org, it's going to be there. So, don't worry, everyone, we are going to have a group photo. Please. Now let's have all the patrons, all the teachers,
who are patrons, can you come forward and have the photo moment?
Teachers who accompany these people?
Yes. All the teachers.
Then we're going to be followed by the leaders, all the leaders. We expected the union leaders to join. Union leaders, please. Let's finish this. Cameraman, you be doing your work. Be taking. We are not stopping. Now let's have the one for adjudicators, and finally we shall have the photo for those in T-shirts, Science in Action T-shirts. So let's have the one for adjudicators, and then we have whoever is putting on a T-shirt, we take a group photo. Adjudicators, please come and take a photo with our guest of honor. Go, don't go. Yeah, she has come. Now, the last one, I'm requesting that we make it from down this side. The UBC guys are going to help us to turn their lights. We are going to make it from this side for the purpose of Mr. Angutuko to all meet. So we are having the group photo behind there. And then put a group photo there. The results are on this. You can.
Members, let's move closer. At least you should be appearing in the photo. Thank you very much, everybody. I would kindly now request the patrons of the different schools to go to our administrative assistant, Mr. Solomon Komakech. Which table are you seated, Solomon? May I know where you're going to sit? Mr. Solomon Komakech. Teachers of the different schools